How you doing, everyone? Turkey Buzzard here. Hope you're having a good day. Before I show you this build, I want to show you the inspiration for the build. What you're looking at right now is a mission from one of Tom Clancy Splinter Cell games. It's a game called Blacklist. Unfortunately, it's a nighttime mission, which makes it hard to see. So I'm going to turn on my night vision goggles, and unfortunately everything's going to end up green, but at least we'll be able to see better. Now this mission takes place in Paraguay down in South America. A couple weeks ago, the Professional Cat Wrangler put out a Far Cry 5 video, and I mentioned that the location was almost an exact duplicate of an area in Metal Gear Solid 5. After that, I did some research and realized that it wasn't from Metal Gear Solid, but rather from Tom Clancy's Blacklist game. So, being the impulsive person that I am, I bought Blacklist again and went through and played the game, and here I am. So after playing through this mission again, I decided I was going to build this private estate in Fallout 4. The past 2 weeks have been pretty rough. My computer was down for a couple days because my video card died on me, and it took a couple days to purchase a new one and get it installed. And I spent the rest of the 2 weeks working on this build, which is pretty complicated. This private estate is actually quite large. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to break this down into 3 separate parts: the front of the estate, the back of the estate, and the interior. So this week we're just going to deal with the front of the estate. And right now you're seeing this from Tom Clancy's Blacklist point of view. In a couple minutes, I'll show you the Fallout 4 point of view of this build. This area had 7 guards and a dog which I had to deal with in order to reach the back of the estate.
SMI was right. I'm at the security monitoring station.
Vector's at the back window. Unlocking that for you now.
In order to reach the back of the estate, you have to climb through this window. However, I am not going to show you that part because I am still working on that part of the build. So now I'm going to show you the Fallout 4 version of the private estate. For those of you who would rather see this in daylight, you can skip ahead to 11 minutes in this video and see a daytime tour of this private estate. However, I did want to start out with a nighttime tour just for comparison's sake. It is kind of hard to see, but I'll keep my Pip-Boy light on just to make it a little easier. Now I'm going to shut my mouth for a few minutes and just kind of walk through and show you this part of the build. In order to record the first part of this video in Blacklist, I had to kill all the guards, otherwise I couldn't wander around the estate without being attacked. But in this Fallout 4 version, I did replace all the guards and the dog. Again, I know it's dark and hard to see, but that's the way it is in Blacklist when you play this mission, and I wanted to capture that feel with this part of the tour. Well, there's the window where we can get through to the back of the estate, but as I said, we're not going there yet. Instead, we're going to skip ahead to our daytime tour. Now I'm going to skip through this area a lot quicker than I did with the nighttime tour. It is easier to see the detail that was put into this build. Now it's probably going to take me a couple weeks to finish work on the back of the estate, so in the meantime, next week I will be putting out a behind the scenes video During the behind the scenes video, I'll be showing you how I put together some of the more complicated parts of this build. But I'll also be showing you some things that you don't see in the normal tour videos, such as where I've hidden the beds, the food, the water, and what's behind all these mountains that I've placed. Meanwhile, I will continue working on the back of the estate, which I'm hoping to have finished in 2 weeks. And the back of the estate is actually the part that I said reminded me of the area in Far Cry 5. So that's what I have planned for the next couple weeks. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please hit that like button. You know I appreciate it when you do. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. But for now, I want to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you again next week.